Well, hello and welcome to the latest installment from Stick Tap Sports Network. Today, back to the 1976 replay that I'm doing. This time, I'm going to be playing a little on Digital Diamond, that is, using the Statis Pro 4th Edition um, integration. The difference here, though, is that I will be playing this. Uh, Not using the game engine. Um, the integrate well the I guess would be the automatic game engine, where the cards the result is just going to be displayed after you select the pitch. I'm going to be reading it off of the cards and referencing the charts, kind of the old school way. So, well, without further ado, who do we have here? We have the Cincinnati Reds, Big Red Machine, visiting the San Diego Padres. Pitching matchup of Gary Nolan for the Reds with a 6-5 record and 3.29 ERA, going up against Dave Frieselben, 4-1 record with a 2.95 ERA. Currently, the Reds are 41 and 32. Padres are 34 and 39. If we take a look at the scoreboard here, the Dodgers, who are ahead of the Reds in first place in the National League West, they have lost to the Atlanta Braves. So this presents an opportunity for the Reds to gain some ground in the West. Currently are 4 games back. Start of action, start of this game, with the opportunity to pick up a half game on the Dodgers, close to lead to 3.5 games. The Padres currently are 11 games out. The Reds have won 3 straight. Have lost. Reds record on the road 21 and 18. Padres at home 20 and 23. So let's go ahead and get things started here. So leading off will be Pete Rose. Pete Rose is batting. Let's go through the Reds lineup real quick. Yeah, Pete Rose leading off, batting second, Ken Griffey. Batting third, second baseman Joe Morgan. Fourth, fielder George Foster. Batting fifth at first base, Tony Perez. Batting sixth behind the plate, Johnny Bench. Seventh in center field, Cesar Geronimo. Batting eighth, shortstop Dave Concepcion. And on the mound, batting ninth, is Gary Nolan. So let's go ahead and get started here. So the first pitch of the day, let me make sure that I've got this set right. Yes, I do. So here's the pitch from Frieselben. It's going to be on his card at 25. It's going to be a base hit to right field. Rose leads off with a single, raising his average now to 315. So that'll bring up Ken Griffey and check and see if there's going to be any action on the bases. And it looks like maybe. Now, Rose is not going to try and get a jump, but we are going to see a little hit and run action here. So let me go to that chart. That's going to be off of Griffey's card. So let's do the roll. That's going to probably be pretty good, a 17. Griffey is a 0 hit and runner, but it's on anyway. Sparky playing a little bit small ball, and there's going to be a base hit to center field for Ken Griffey. That's going to get Rose to third. He was off on the pitch, so the Reds looking to get something started here. Runners on first and third. And Joe Morgan coming up to bat. Let's see here. Morgan's going to be swinging away. And the pitch to Morgan is going to be off of his card, a 55. And that's going to be taken outside for ball 4, and that's going to load the bases for George Foster. So the Reds really looking to get something going here out of the gate. Infield is going to be back. Foster. Pitch to Foster is going to be taken high. Ball 4. That's going to force in a run. So Foster walks to force in Rose, and the Reds have jumped out to a 1-0 lead. Tony Perez coming to bat. Nobody out. Pitch to Perez. It's going to be off of the pitcher's card. But that's going to be a single. And when it's off the pitcher's card, the runners will advance to. So Griffey scores, Morgan scores, Foster to third, and Perez at first, and the Reds with a 3-0 lead now with nobody out. Let's see if anything on the bases. And that is going to be a big no. So here's the pitch to bench. Another base hit to right field. Wow. So the Reds are just pouring it on. 4 runs, 4 hits. Nobody out so far here in the top of the first inning. Let's see. Bench is a C plus, and he is gonna be going. So Bench is gonna try to steal second base. Let's see what the result will be. A 74. Catcher TA runner out. TB or C steals. Kendall is a C. And that is going to be a stolen base. Johnny Bench. So Geronimo's still up there. Runners on second and third now. Bench, that's his 7th stolen base of the season. Nobody out still. Here in the top of the first, the Reds, 4 runs, 4 hits, stolen base, couple of walks. They're in business here. The pitch to Geronimo. Fast part 85. It's going to be a fly ball to center field. It's on second and third. And that will be our A or B on third scores. That means that no, Perez isn't going anywhere. So there's 1 out. That will bring up Dave Concepcion. Runners on second and third. 1 out. 1 gone now here in the first inning. And here's the pitch. 8. It's going to be a pitcher's card. It's going to be a single to center field, so that's going to score 2. B. Frieselben has just been lit up by the Reds here. 6 runs, 5 hits, only 1 out. Concepcion at first. He's gonna nobody coming out, no action in the bullpen. It's a little early to see if he can wiggle his way out of this inning, but the damage has been done. Let's see here. Nolan, pitch to Nolan. It's going to be G4A. It's to the second baseman. There's not going to be any error on that. And Concepcion will go to second, and that'll bring up Pete Rose, who led things off with a single. So 2 outs here. The pitch to Rose is going to be a base hit to center field. That's The score Concepcion, and it's now 7-0. Padres fans are barely feeling warming their seats, and many might have already turned around to head home without even getting into the park here. The Reds leading 7-0 with 2 out here in the first inning. Ken Griffey up to bat. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit back to the pitcher. They'll fire it to first base to McCovey covering, and that'll do it for the Reds. But 7 runs on 7 hits to lead off the inning here, and not a pretty beginning, not at all. So the Padres now come to bat to face Gary Nolan. It's Johnny Grubb leading off, playing left field. Tito Fuentes at second base, batting second. Center fielder Willie Davis batting third. Batting fourth, first baseman Willie McCovey. In right field, batting fifth is Dave Winfield. Batting seventh, playing third base, is Doug Rader. Batting seventh, playing second or shortstop, is Hector Torres. Behind the plate and batting eighth is Fred Kendall. And on the mound, Dan Frieselman got roughed up in the top half of the first. He'll be batting ninth. So Johnny Grubb to lead things off here against Nolan. Pitch is going to be a fly ball hit in the right field. Ken Griffey underneath it. Makes the catch. There's one away. Tito Fuentes. 1 out here for the Padres. Pitch is he's going to be batting from the left-handed side, so that's going to be a ground ball to short. Concepcion's up with it, fires it to Perez for the second out here in the bottom of the first, and that'll bring up Willie Davis. Davis batting 262 on the season with a home run and 23 RBI. Pitch. It's off of Nolan's card. It's an out. It's going to be a fly ball hit into right field. If he underneath it makes the catch, and the side is retired. So we go to the second. 7-0 Reds. It'll be Morgan, Foster, and Perez. Joe Morgan now. The pitch to Morgan is going to be wild pitch. The result is no, so that's going to be an out. It's going to be a line drive to back to Frieselman. He makes the catch. First out of the inning. That'll bring up George Foster. A pitch to Foster. It's off Foster's card. It's a base hit to left field. So Foster's on. I'll bring up Tony Perez. Pitch to Perez. BD is at 12. That's going to be a double. And that's going to score. That's going to score Foster. It's now 8-0. Let's take a look at who and what might come out of the bullpen for the Padres. And they've got some tired arms out there. Randy Jones, the starters. They got Rich Folkers, Ken Reynolds, and Dave Tomlin, who could potentially come in. Going to try and get some more mileage out of this pitcher. Okay. So Johnny Bench now. Runner on second. 1 out. And here's the pitch to Bench. Pitch to Bench is going to be taken for ball 4. I got runners on first and second now with Geronimo coming to bat. Pitch to Geronimo to 10. 86 is going to be it's going to be an out off of Geronimo's card. It's going to be a fly ball to right field. Winfield makes the catch. Runners hold. There's 2 outs. Now Dave Concepcion coming to bat. Pitch to Concepcion. It's going to be off of the pitcher's card at 33. It's going to be a walk. So now we have the bases loaded. 8-0 Reds here in the top of the second with Gary Nolan coming to bat. The pitcher is going to stroke a single into center field. And I think that's going to do it for Dan Frieselben, who has just been lit up here by the Reds. We're going to make a pitching change, probably a double switch, so he's not going to be coming up to bat, so why not? So let's see here. I think we're going to go to Rich Folkers. So we'll go into the number 3 spot. And that means Willie Davis will be coming out. So let's find a center fielder who can slide into the number 9 spot. And that's probably going to be Luis Melendez. Okay, so Melendez will go into center. Rich Folkers coming in off of out of the bullpen. Um, wow, he's not even nearly apparently as effective as Frieselben. At least his PB rating. So we'll see how this works out. Nolan on first, Concepcion at third, Rose coming to bat. 10-0 Reds here in the second inning. The pitch to Rose will be off of his card, a 61, and he's going to be batting from the right-handed side. So he hits a ground ball to short. Get the force at second, and that'll end the top of the second. So we're going to the bottom of the second with Willie McCovey coming to bat for the Padres, trailing 10-0 after 2 innings, or after 1.5 innings. There's the pitch. The pitch to McCovey is going to be swung on and missed, strike 3. Gary Nolan with his first strikeout of the day, and that'll bring up Dave Winfield. Pitches at PB's at 12, the random number is 72. It's going to be an out on the batter's card. RN is a fly ball to deep center field. That's going to be caught by Geronimo in front of the wall for second out. And now Doug Rader, batting 245 on the season. Pitch to Rader is going to be off of his card at 26. It's going to be a double. So he smashes one into center field. Geronimo comes over to field it, and Rader pulls into second with a double. And that'll bring up Hector Torres. 2 outs here. Torres up to bat. Torres batting 203 on the season. It's going to be off of Torres's card at 81. It's going to be a fly ball into center field. The error check is it's not going to be an error. Geronimo makes the catch, and we've played 2 here in San Diego. The Reds leading 10-0. Now Ken Griffey to lead things off here. Griffey's already been to bat twice. He's 1 for 2 in the game, scored a run. Pitch to Griffey. Griffey's card at 81 is going to be a ground ball to short. Torres is up with it, fires it to McCovey, and there's 1 away. And now Joe Morgan, 0 for 1, walked and scored, batting 327 on the season with 13 home runs and 49 RBI. Pitch is going to be off Morgan's car to 67. Nubber out in front of the plate. Kendall is on it. Fires to McCovey. Morgan's retired for the second out. And that'll bring up George Foster. Pitch to Foster. It's off of Foster's car to 27. It's going to be a triple. It's in the center field, splitting the gap. By the time Melendez gets to it, Foster's going to be rounding second, and he'll be into third out of the tag. So Foster earlier this year, he in a game that I played, he hit for the cycle. So he's halfway there now. Just needs a home run and a single to do so. So Foster's at third. Perez is at the plate. Perez is 2 for 2, with a double and a try. Actually, I was wrong. Foster has a single and a triple now, so he still needs a double and a home run for the cycle. Perez has a double. Here's the pitch. Perez's car to 62. It's going to be a fly ball to deep center field. Melendez will make the catch, and there's the third out in the inning. So the Reds go quietly for the first time, almost quietly. They did get a triple. They didn't bring the runner home, and it's now 10-0 after 2.5 here in San Diego. So Fred Kendall, Melendez, and Grubb will be batting for the Padres. The pitch is going to be off of the pitcher's car, 86. There's a fly ball to left field. Kendall is retired. There's one out. And now Luis Melendez will come to bat. Melendez to 6. It's going to be off of the batter's car to 66. There's a ground ball to second. Morgan's up with it. Fires to Perez. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Now the Padres' Johnny Grubb, 0 for 1 in the game, flew out to right field. It's a home run and 11 RBI on the season. Here's the pitch. Off of Grubb's card, it's 58. It's going to be G5. Check on Rose. He's going to make the play. He fires it to first, and Perez fires it to Perez, and Grubb is retired. So we go to the top of the fourth. Just a note, Nolan has so far gone 3 innings, given up 1 hit so far. Now Johnny Bench to lead things off here for the Reds. He's 1 for 1. He also walked, has an RBI, scored twice, and stolen a base. Busy day for Johnny Bench so far. Here's the pitch to Bench. It's going to be off his car to 16, and that's going to be driven into center field. He'll split the gap. Melendez comes over to make the play, but Bench is now into second with a double. So Johnny Bench leads off with a double here against Rich Folkers. Cesar Geronimo now to lead to bat. Pitch to Geronimo is going to be off his car to 23. It's a base hit to right. And let's see. Bench is going to stop at third. So we got runners on first and third. With Concepcion coming to bat. Pitch to Concepcion, BD 44. Ooh, just out of his range. So that's going to be G2A. Runners on first and third. With the infield. I mean, why would the infield play back? I mean, you're getting torched. They are going to play back. It's first and third. G2A is the play. Hang on. That's going to be batter out, catcher to first, runner holds third. Okay, so bench will hold. Concepcion will be retired at first, and Geronimo goes down to second. So now Nolan comes to bat. Runners on second and third. One out. Infield is in. Here's the pitch. Pitch is going to be a base hit into right field. That's straight off the pitcher's card. That's going to score two, and the Reds now have a 12-0 lead. And Nolan has done himself a lot of favors today. He's 2 for 3. He has 4 RBIs. What a showing for the pitcher today. Definitely helping himself out. So one out, runner on first. Pete Rose coming to bat. Rose is 2 for 3 today with, Rose is 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. So here's the pitch to Rose. It's going to be off of Rose's card in 83. And that's going to be a fly ball into left field. Nolan will hold at first, and that'll bring up Ken Griffey. 2 outs and a runner on first base. Griffey, 1 for 3, scored a run. Pitch. CD. Okay, so check CD here. Shortstop. Shortstop is a 2. The number's an 86. That's going to be a ground ball. It's going to get past Torres. And Nolan will go to third. Torres can't come up with the play. So we got first and third now with 2 outs, and Fulker's now showing some fatigue here. Yeah, so with Fulker's tired, the way I read the rule here for Status Pro 4th edition is that for each batter thereafter, his PB rating's going to go down. So he's a 2.4 right now, or 2.5. He's going to go to a 2.4. So basically, we'll be reading off the batter's card, more than likely against Joe Morgan. Let me see, because Fulker's is due up third the next inning. So yeah, I'm going to leave him in. So here's the pitch. 9. So off Morgan's card to 77, so looks like he's going to get away with it. Morgan hits a fly ball into left field. Johnny Grubb will make the catch. And that ends the 4th, but the Reds tack on 2 more, and they lead 12-0 after 3.5 innings. It's just been a bloodbath for the Padres. So Johnny Grubb to lead things off here. Grubb is batting, or he's 0 for 1 in the game so far, playing left field. Here's the pitch. It's going to be off of Grubb's card. 41 is, we're going to be looking Elman. That's a fly ball to right. Griffey is going to make the catch. There's 1 out. And now, I'm sorry, that was Fuentes who was up. My mistake. So Fulgers is up. So we're going to get a pinch hitter for him now. So that bullpen is a bit thin out there for the Padres. So somebody might have to go a little bit longer than they were hoping for in this game, out of the bullpen, that is. So let's see here. Who can we bring in? Let's take a look at, how about Gene Locklear? Gene Locklear is going to come in to pinch it. He's batting .349 on the season. So he'll face Nolan from the, he'll be batting from the left side. And here's the pitch. It's going to be off of Nolan's card, and it's going to be a 22. So that's going to be a strikeout. So Nolan strikes him out. Gets him looking. And that'll bring up Willie McCovey. Pitch to McCovey off McCovey's card. Struck him out. So Nolan, with his third K of the game, makes quick work of the Padres here in the bottom of the fourth, and we head to the fifth. The score 12-0 Reds. And let's see, who are we gonna go to? Only have a bunch of lefties out there. So it looks like we're gonna be calling on Ken Reynolds to come in. Let's see here. Let's see. So Locklear's going to stay in the game. He's going to go into left field. Johnny Grubb is going to go from left field into to play first. And Reynolds will go into the fourth spot, and McCovey will be coming out of the game. Okay. For those keeping score at home. So now George Foster to lead things off here against Ken Reynolds. The pitch from Reynolds is going to be on ball to second. Fuentes is up with it. He fires it to Grubb, and there's one out. And now Tony Perez coming to bat. 2 for 3 today with a double and 3 RBIs. The pitch is going to be off of the pitcher's card. It's an out. RP is a fly ball hitting the deep left field. Locklear is at the wall. He makes the catch for the second out. That'll bring up Johnny Bench. Bench is 2 for 2 today. The pitch to Bench is going to be grounded to third. Raiders up with it. He fires it to first. And the inning, the top half of the fifth is over. So we go to the bottom of the fifth. Reds 12, Padres nothing. Okay, so Gary Nolan back out on the bump here to start the bottom of the fifth. Be facing the future Mr. May, Dave Winfield, followed by Doug Rader and Hector Torres. And here's the pitch to Winfield. It's going to be off of Winfield's card, and that's going to be hammered to deep center field. Geronimo's back at the wall. This ball is gone. So Winfield gets the Padres on the board with a solo home run. That is his 5th home run of the season, his 29th RBI. And that pulls the Padres to within 11 here in the bottom of the fifth, 12-1 Reds. Doug Rader now, 1 for 1 today, has a double. The pitch off a Raiders card, 44 is struck him out. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, Rader goes down swinging. That's the 4th strikeout for Gary Nolan. So here's the pitch now to Hector Torres. It's off of Torres's card, a 53 is going to be a line drive caught by Perez for the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Fred Kendall. Kendall 0 for 1, flew out to left field his first time up. The pitch is going to be stroked into left field for a base hit. Kendall is on, and that's going to bring up Melendez with the score 12-1 here, 2 outs in the second or in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch. It's going to be off of Melendez's card, and that's going to be a ground ball to first. Perez take it to the bag for the out. Okay, so that completes 5. We go to the bottom of top of the 6th. It's 12-1 Reds. I don't think the Reds have not hit a home run in this game. No, the only home run is the solo shot by Winfield in the last half inning. Okay, so Cesar Geronimo, 1 for 3 in the game. To lead things off against Reynolds here, the pitch to Reynolds is going to be a fly ball into deep left field. Locklear will make the catch for the first out. So there's one away. And now Dave Concepcion comes to bat. The pitch to Concepcion is going to be stroked into left field for a base hit. So Concepcion, with his second hit of the day, is parked at first, and that'll bring up the pitcher Gary Nolan, who is 2 for 3 today with 4 RBI. He's having a nice day out this particular outing for him. Okay, so the pitch to Nolan. It's going to be off of Nolan's card, 26, and that's going to be a strikeout. So he swings and misses for the second out, and that'll bring up Pete Rose. Rose batting 2 for 4 in the game. Runner on first, 2 outs. The pitch to Rose is going to be on the pitcher's card. It's going to be an out. And let's see, it's going to be grounded to Grubb in the hole. He'll fire it down to Torres to get Concepcion, and that will end the top of the sixth for the Reds. So we go to the bottom of the sixth, 12-1, Cincinnati. It's going to be Grubb, Fuentes, and Locklear for the Padres. Johnny Grubb 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch. It's off of Grubb's card. That's going to be a walk. So he's on. And that'll bring up Fuentes. Padres looking to get something going here, trailing by 11. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a base hit into left field. Check something here. Base hit into left. Foster is a forearm. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. So we got runners in on first and second now with nobody out. That's going to bring up Locklear. Locklear is 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. The pitch is going to be lifted into right field. And that's going to be, let's see, no, Grubb is going to hold. So Griffey gets the ball back in. Grubb and Fuentes back to their bases. And that's one out. And that'll bring up Reynolds. Yeah, let's see. We're in the 6th inning. We still have 9 outs to get for the pitching staff, for the pitchers on the for the Padres. So I think we're going to leave Reynolds in. He's going to bat for himself here. Here's the pitch. PGX3. Okay, they'll get the force. Ground ball to Perez. He'll get the force at second. Grubb will go to third. And Reynolds to first. And that'll bring up Winfield. The pitch to Winfield is RN. That's G4. It's going to down to Morgan. He'll get the force at second, and that's going to end the top of the 6th. So Reynolds is tired. I think we're just going to have to do one of these, live to fight another day. So Reynolds is going to pitch. He's a 2-9 PB. So as I said in the rules for the fourth edition is that for each batter hereafter, he's going to drop a rating. So now he's going to be facing Griffey as a 2-8. So here's the pitch. It's going to be off of Griffey's card. That's going to be a base hit into center field. So Griffey's on. I'll bring up Morgan. That's one batter he's faced. So now he's going to be a 2-7. Here's the pitch. It's off the pitcher's card. That's going to be a fly ball to deep right field. Winfield will make the catch. But Griffey will advance. I did that wrong. I need to change that. He's probably going to advance anyway, but when it's actually hit to Winfield, I'm not sure why. That is hitting it to center. That's interesting. Let me double check something. We have a runner on first. FD9. Yeah, he would tag anyway, so just going to leave that be. So Griffey takes second, tags up, and that's going to bring up George Foster. The pitch to Foster is going to be off Foster's card. He walks. So Reynolds now is at 2-5. Perez to bat. One out. The pitch to Perez is going to be ball 4. He walks Perez. That's going to bring up Johnny Bench here. Bases loaded. One out. Let me double check something. So, yeah, he's already down to a 2-4. So let's see. This might be the last batter he's going to face here. The pitch to Bench. Bases loaded. It is going to be ball 4, and he's going to walk in a run. Might have to bring in a position player to pitch here. Things don't get better. It's going to pitch again to Geronimo here. Pitch to Geronimo. Okay, LN F7, bases loaded. F7. It's going to be hit to shallow left field. Locklear will make the catch and Foster will hold. So there's 2 outs. Now Concepcion is up to bat. Straight off the batter's card here. Let's see what happens. 22. It's a base hit to center with 2 outs. Mercy. I have to call the mercy rule. These are the big boys, so they don't do that. So it's a base hit to center. Melendez has a weak arm. He's a 2. Perez is a C runner. He's going to hold. That's going to score a run. It's now 14-1. And Gary Nolan will now come to bat with the bases loaded. So we'll read off of Nolan's card. It's a 48, and he strikes out. So Reynolds is able to get through the inning as we hit the 7th inning stretch. So 14-1 is the score here in San Diego, bottom of the 7th. Doug Rader about to lead off for the Padres. Nolan has gone 6 innings, given up 1 run on 4 hits. He struck out 4 and walked 1. And the pitch to Rader is going to be hit into center field. It's going to split the gap. Rader's rounding second. Geronimo with a throw into third, and Rader is going to be safe. So a triple for Doug Rader. The Padres with leadoff triple here. That brings up Hector Torres. It's going to be shortstop. CD check here. Oops. Let's go to the right chart. Shortstop Concepcion. He's a 4. That's a good rating. He's a 4. The roll's a 73, but that's going to be a base hit into left field. Concepcion couldn't get to it. And Rader's going to score to make it 14-2. Nobody out. Fred Kendall coming to bat. The pitch to Kendall off of the pitcher's card. 75 is an out. RN. G4. I think that could be 2. Yes, it is. 4-6-3 double play. Kendall hits into a 4-6-3 double play. Morgan to Concepcion on to Perez double play, and that brings that erases the runner. So that's 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 8th, or bottom of the 7th, and Luis Melendez will come to bat. Melendez is going to stroke a base hit into left field. So that's his first hit of the day. He's 1 for 3. He's the replacement for Davis. That'll bring up Johnny Grubb, runner on first. The pitch to Grubb. It's off his card. It's going to be ground ball to Perez. He'll take it to the bag. And that's going to end the 8th, or the 7th. So we head to the 8th, 14-2. 14-2 Cincinnati. So we're going to get a pitching change here for the Padres. We're going to see Dave Tomlin's going to come in to pitch. Tomlin coming in to pitch. Let's see. Who do we got on the bench? Maybe Mike Ivy is gonna come into play first base. He's gonna go into the number 4 spot, and looks like Tomlin's gonna come in. He's gonna go the rest of the way unless the Padres can mount a monumental comeback. So Tomlin now will face Rose, Griffey, and Morgan here in the 8th inning. The pitch to Rose will be off of Rose's card. That's going to be a pop-up. Kendall calls for it. He'll make the catch, so 1 away. That'll bring up Ken Griffey. Griffey's 3 for 5 with 2 runs today. The pitch to Griffey is going to be taken for ball 4, and he'll go to first. So Griffey's on. Morgan now coming to bat. Morgan is 0 for 4. Wow. I think he's the only batter without a hit for the Reds. So he's looking for his first hit of the day. The pitch to Morgan is going to be taken outside for ball 4. And now runners on first and second. George Foster coming to bat. 2 for 3 in the on the game, or in the game. The pitch is going to be a fly ball to center field. Let's double check. We got runners first and second. And that's going to be caught by Melendez for 2 outs. And that'll bring up Tony Perez now with 2 outs here on the top of the 8th. He's 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs in the game. The pitch to Perez. It's off of his card. And that's ripped into deep right field. Winfield will catch it in front of the wall for the third out. And we go to the bottom of the eighth. The score is Reds 14, Padres 2. Fuentes to lead things off here. The pitch to Fuentes is going to be taken for strike 3. So there's one out. That'll bring up Gene Locklear. The pitch to Locklear is going to be, let's take a look at this chart here. It is first baseman Perez is a 4. The roll's a 52. And that's going to be a ground ball fielded nicely by Perez, and he'll take it to the bag. Nice play by Tony Perez to make that play. There's 2 outs. And that brings up Mike Ivy. His first plate appearance of the game. He's hitting .264 on the season. The pitch is a Z. So we're going to go to the rare play chart. Maybe it'll start raining. So let's see here. Let's see, rare play chart. It's going to be a 57. It's going to be a fielding play. Let's draw a card. 31. Runner on. Okay, I think this requires a runner to be on base. Let's see. Runner on, lead out. Runner on, lead not forced. Okay, grounder pitcher catches lead runner off base. Wait a minute. This is confusing. Okay, I had to read that, and after all of that, it turns out the batter is out 1-3. So, okay, that was interesting. All right, we head to the top of the ninth, and Dave Tomlin back out on the mound to face Bench, Geronimo, and Concepcion. So the pitch to Johnny Bench is a ground ball to third. Raiders up with it, fires it to first, 1 away. Cesar Geronimo now to the plate. Geronimo 1 for 5 today. The pitch off the pitcher's card, it's going to be popped up on the infield. Raider underneath it makes the catch. There's 2 away. And that'll bring up Dave Concepcion, who's 3 for 4. The pitch to Concepcion is popped up on the infield. Calling for it is Fuentes. And the Reds are retired in the top of the ninth. So we head to the bottom of the ninth inning. 14-2 is the score. Padres trail by 12. Dave Winfield up to bat, 1 for 3 in the game. The pitch to Winfield is going to be a line drive back to Nolan, who makes the catch. There's 1 away. And now Doug Rader coming to bat. Let's see here. We got to look at left field. George Foster. George Foster is a 4. And it's going to be a nice catch of a line drive. So Foster, with flashing the glove out there, makes a nice catch on the line drive by Rader for the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Hector Torres. The pitch to Torres will be lifted into right field. Griffey's underneath it. He makes the catch, and the ball game is over. So Cincinnati laying the wood to the Padres wins the game 14-2. We'll save that. That completes the day's action. Let's take a look at the box score. Gary Nolan and Tony Perez key in Cincinnati's victory. A hard one for the home crowd to watch as Cincinnati wins big on the road. Perez led the offense for Cincinnati, going 2 for 5 with a walk, a double, and 3 RBIs. With the victory, Cincinnati is now 42-32. Let's see here. So they gave player of the game honors to Tony Perez. Let's see. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, Nolan throws a complete game, gets 4 RBIs. That's a pretty good outing by him. Complete game, he's now 7-5. ERA is now 3.2. For the Padres, Frieselman with the loss, he now drops to 4-2. He only went 1 2/3 innings. Gave up 10 runs on 9 hits, 10 earned runs in that game. That's a terrible outing. Winfield went yard, hit his 5th home run of the season. That's the only home run of the game. Okay. And around the league, in the American League, you have the Red Sox defeating the Orioles 1-0. Red Sox leave 15 runners on base in the win. Get 14 hits. Wow. 1 run, 14 hits. That's interesting. Angels defeat the White Sox 8-4. I think the Angels are on a nice little run here. Looks like Bobby Bonds 2 for 6 with a home run and an RBI, player of the game. Indians 5-0 over the Brewers. Yankees beat the Tigers by a run 4-3. The Twins knock off the Royals 8-1. The Twins are 19 games over 500 at this point. I'll take a look at the standings in a second, but looks like the A's are able to keep pace with the Twins. They defeat the Rangers 7-2. 3 errors in the game for, who is that? Is that Roy Howell? Let's see. Yeah, I think so. Yikes. Third baseman. 3 errors. Rough day. Braves 6-4 over the Dodgers. So that allows the Reds to creep closer to the lead in the West. Phillies 6-3 winners over the Expos. Phillies are holding off the hard-charging Pirates, who beat the Cubs 5-1. The Cardinals beat the Mets 5-4. As you saw here, the Reds defeated the Padres 14-2, and the Astros 3-0 winners over the Giants. So a quick look at the standings, and we see in the American League, the Yankees with a 3.5 game lead over the Red Sox. In the American League West, as I mentioned, the Twins, with the best record in the American League, are now 45-26 with a 3-game lead over the A's. The Royals dropped to 7.5 back. Phillies 46-24 have won 4 in a row, but they're not able to, put any room between them and the Pirates, who have won 7 straight and are 3.5 back of the Phillies in the NL East. And in the NL West, as I mentioned before, the Reds have closed the gap. They've won 4 in a row now, and are now 3.5 games behind the Dodgers. All right. There's a quick look at the offensive leaders. Rusty Staub, 355, leading the American League. Greg Nettles, 18 home runs. And Butch Weiniger, 53 RBI for the Twins. Bake McBride batting 388 for the Cardinals, leading the National League in batting average. Dave Kingman, 27 round trippers for 27. 27 leads all of baseball. John Milner of the Mets with 16 is in second place. Got Dave Kingman leading with 65 RBIs. He's got 5 RBI lead over George Foster. Earned run average leaders. Um, Raleigh Fingers at 0.76. For starters, Dennis Eckersley is the low man on the board with the 1.63 ERA. Vida Blue and Dave Golds both with 12 wins, pacing the American League. And twin hurlers there, relief pitchers Bergmeyer and Campbell, both of the Twins, atop the fireman relief standings in the American League. Tom Seaver, 1.45 ERA and 12 wins. He's having a outstanding season so far. Not to be overlooked is Bruce Keeson. He's having a good season too. 1.74 ERA, 10 wins. Tommy John also looking pretty good. Dave Tomlin leads with saves with 10 Padres. And I think that's going to do it. So I want to say thanks for hanging out. I don't think it was that exciting of a matchup. Sorry about that. Hopefully the next broadcast we have a more competitive game. But for now, please have a great day. Before you leave, hit that like and subscribe button, and I will be talking to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.